Welcome back to Instant Anime.
Just Add Music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Thanks for joining us. If this is your first time listening to the show, this is the podcast where Sarah and I listen to a song and make an anime for it. So this week, we've done it. We've gotten a suggestion from Connor from Anime Roulette. It's a podcast out there.
Thank you, Connor.
Thank you, Connor. The song is Dr. Sunshine is Dead by Will Wood and the Tapeworms.
A little bit nasty, but okay.
Hope they're doing okay.
The Tapeworms?
The Will Wood.
Oh.
Does he have the tapeworms?
That's kind of my assumption. And I was like, I hope the tapeworms are not doing well.
No, that's the thing, I hope.
I hope Will's all right.
Eventually we go back to the song and it's just Will Wood.
It's just silence. Except one lone singer.
Yes, the whole band was, of course, giant
Comprised
tapeworms.
of tapeworms?
Playing instruments. Or small tapeworms playing small tapeworm instruments.
You know what? I'd be okay if they were... I hate what I'm about to say. I would be okay if they were larger tapeworms because then they wouldn't be inside Will Wood.
Right.
They'd be their own entities.
With their own tapeworms.
Disgusting, but the Will would be okay.
That's fine. I hope you're doing good, Will. Mr. Wood.
God, this took a turn. Okay.
Thank you again, Connor, from Anime Roulette. It's cool.
Did you say the name of the song or just who it's by?
I did. Dr. Sunshine is Dead.
Perfect.
So we listened to this song, thought separately for 5 minutes, and wrote, consequentially, from our thoughts. If Dr. Sunshine is Dead was a theme song for an anime, what anime would it be? So we have those ideas on our respective notebooks. And we will share them separately. And then after we've shared them, we go, what do we need to do? We need to combine them into a mega anime, which is when we drop stuff from both of our ideas or make up new stuff to make sure that they sort of mesh together finely and nicely. Fine mesh.
Best of our ability. So we can strain out all those terrible ideas.
Exactly. Kind of like a cheesecloth.
Delicious.
You want it as fine as possible to maintain the cheese on the one side.
Which is our
mega
anime
idea. And then you want the whey and all the other wetness stuff on the other side. Which is the stuff, the flack,
I don't think we've ever explained the...
Not as mega
anime
as
through a metaphor.
A cheese metaphor?
Allegory?
Having never made cheese, I don't know if that's how it works at all, but we've definitely made quite a few of these.
Great, we've already lied to the people.
Animes. And so, without further ado, I think people get the idea.
I will just say the title of the episode.
Right. Yes, the title of the episode is the title of the mega anime that we
I missed that one.
So you, the dear listener, you know sort of what's going on a little bit. Sometimes the title makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. Generally, I don't think you gain anything from knowing what the title of the anime is, besides the title of the anime.
Yeah.
And with that, if you do want to listen to the song, just like Sarah and I got our ideas, you can listen to it and go, this does sound like this type of anime or whatever. Otherwise, we provide a link in the podcast description, or you can just not listen to it if you don't want it.
Or you can search it up.
Or you can search it up.
Click in your...
And it might be on a specific playlist that we mention later at the end of the episode. So
stay tuned.
Stay tuned for all those clickable links.
For that self-promotion. Sweet self-promotion.
It's the list. It's the smallest part.
At least we put it at the end.
It's the smallest part of the episode. If they're done, they can just stop.
Yeah.
And then, but see, that would ruin me. Because it wouldn't count as finished unless they
Plus, you don't get to do the outro.
Say it's finished.
And I like the outro personally.
Yeah, a little sting there.
Do.
But I'm going to share my idea now.
If you have
Dr. Sunshine is Dead, Will Wood, Tapeworms.
Thank you, Connor.
Here we go. The reluctant protagonist is given a pair of swords and told to continue the tradition of slaying the night to bring the day and slay the day to bring the night. They were given this duty when they were not very mature or responsible, and promptly lose the celestial swords.
Oh no.
With no vanquishing of day or night, the world instead transitions to a time of day of eerie grayness. No sunlight.
I was picturing more like lava lamp style, but okay.
That'd be pretty fun. No sunlight or moonlight, just something in between, day and night. No moon or sun to set or rise, no swords to vanquish errant celestial bodies. It quickly becomes difficult to sleep or stay awake. The swords must be located to save this world. The balance is key to humanity and all life on Earth, surviving in harmony. Is it violent to slay the day? Not any more violent than cutting into a pat of butter.
Well, now I'm hungry.
It's just sort of a thing you do, you know?
Okay.
And they failed to do it.
How long has it been in this limbo state, this twilight state?
I think they wouldn't be able to take it for very long.
Yeah, I mean,
It'd be a very limited series.
Sleep.
It's not that they can't sleep. It's
Didn't
just
you
when
say?
Yes, it's difficult to sleep or stay awake, right?
Yeah, because you're really tired, but you're not sleeping well.
Exactly. Because there's no sort of
I'm pretty sure that's what it's like having young children.
Yes. You become a parent.
You wish you had some swords where you could really figure out these night and day times.
Yes. You're the person. You're the neighbor of the person who lost the swords, and you look out and you're like, oh,
if only.
If I had those swords,
I'd show you.
I'd do their job for them. But they don't, and so they find quest to get.
Yeah. Speaking of neighbors, is it like we live in the suburbs, or is this more of a?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, okay.
I figured it was
not
modern.
too fantasy.
It could be fantasy though. It could be fantasy modern. It could be.
Ooh, fantasy modern.
It could be anything. I did not determine it.
Okay.
I feel like your
I'll kind of help
may have
anchor
to
it someplace.
do something because mine is not.
Well, mine not going to do anything. No promises.
I didn't even think about like my visual for it is like just you don't have to go into space to do it, right? You just like stand and you just like
okay.
And it like breaks the day and
Now,
then the night.
so originally I was definitely picturing like medieval tapestry.
They go and like
for
fight.
yours.
Oh yeah.
And now that you said they just like swing the sword in the air, I'm picturing like glow stick.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I saw a mix of both, where it does have this like celestial medieval context to it, and maybe back in the day it was like they journeyed up to the top of the highest peak to vanquish whatever, and it's just become this like traditional. Like, look, we dumbed it down for the generations. It's really easy to do.
We've advanced
just don't lose the swords.
The technology.
Yeah.
In fact, it's just one sword. It's dual-ended.
It's a dual. It's got a switch on it.
Yeah, you just change the color of the glow stick. Yeah. Swing it around.
It's not a glow stick. I'm adamant about that. It is a sword.
Okay.
I was even picturing a sort of scimitar.
Oh, okay.
Like a sort of curved blade, and one's sun-like and one's moon-like. Kind of aura.
That would be cool if they were connected in the middle, because then it would be like an S shape.
Oh, that's definitely like an anime thing in a show that exists where they like combine them and then they turn them into like a wheelie.
Okay, well,
disc.
I'd like to introduce more derivative ideas with what I wrote down. If you're ready,
yes,
okay,
definitely ready.
I like yours.
Thank you.
I'm not 100% sure where it's gonna go together.
Yeah, me neither, because
you don't know what mine is.
I don't know what your idea is.
Wow. Okay, profound. Let me share mine, and then we can both be confused.
Let's hear it.
Come one, come all, to see the amazing mind powers of Dr. Sunshine. I did hear the name.
Yes.
We haven't done an English song in a while.
No, it's been a while since we've been able to fully understand the lyrics.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely was able to tune out because I don't want it to, I don't want to be like, oh, this is what the song's about.
A sheep.
But I heard the Dr. Sunshine bit, and I was like, oh, well, yoink. Our slimy protagonist, Dr. Sunshine, is part of a traveling show where they show off their magic tricks, including hypnotist mind reading, to the tune of bank deposit box keys and safe combinations.
Ooh.
If you know what I'm saying.
Or celestial swords.
Possibly.
Wink.
In fact, you might have just cracked the code. Because it's a safe. Make a little extra on the side, then off to the next town. But what happens? See, this is where I think the swords would fit in, but I'll read what I have.
Yes.
But what happens if their newest ill-gotten treasure comes with an eensy-weensy ghost curse?
Ooh.
Can the two find solid ground and grift together, or will the illusion be broken and nobody wins? I also came up with a title.
Let's hear it.
You're feeling very sleepy.
2 R's and 3 R's
Very sleepy. TBD.
Yes, it's very good.
Thank you.
I do like your idea. I think Dr. Sunshine steals
Yes.
them via
Yes.
mind control, and they are imbued with spirits that also want to be returned to fix
Or
the day-night cycle.
we're gonna go with that classic like devil angel on your shoulder situation, and the nighttime one wants to be returned. No, sorry, the daytime one wants to be returned. The nighttime one's like, let's fucking go. I'm gonna rule this land with you by my side,
Right.
Dr. Sunshine.
I understand.
Evil, 'cause that would
Because
be
night
my-
is evil, of course. Because nothing good happens at night.
We can flip it if you want,
I personally love sleep.
but that was never a question.
Therefore, night, pretty good.
Are you using my snow logic against me? Dogs like snow, therefore snow is
Yes,
good. I like
and
sleep.
I'm like a dog, and I love sleep. Therefore, night is good.
I can't argue with that. That's a solid argument.
But some people would say naps are better than full sleep.
I don't know.
I think that is
Do you
an
get
argument.
your
It is not
REM
for me.
sleep, your
No
deep
way.
stuff
Not
in a nap?
me. No.
Anyhow.
I now have a problem where I will sleep, and if it's after a certain time in the night, it will be specifically for half an hour to an hour. Like there is no longer amount of sleep that will
What
happen.
Jimmy is describing is getting older.
I just will I'll just be awake.
Yeah, that sucks.
And I'm like, man, I used to nap
Yeah.
so long.
He used to be a
I used
big
to sleep away the day.
nap fiend.
And then it wouldn't be as bad personally when I would stay awake until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. New Year's Eve was hard. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. I wanted to go to sleep.
It's like a time change.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we are old and we complain about these things.
Oh, my back.
Oh, don't get me started. But we're going to table that for right now.
Yes.
That'll be our other podcast.
I do have a thing to add.
Yeah.
Not to that discussion, just back to Devil Angel swords.
Which we don't have to do.
I like the idea, but I almost like the idea of a switch where the sunlight is sort of like the bad one, and then the nighttime is like, no, I want people to sleep. I don't know. That'd be a fun sort of thing where the sun is like, keep it this time. It's wild. The energy's weird here, and I like it. Something like that.
Okay.
Or they're just trying to do their own thing. I don't know.
They don't have to be...
Gain dominion of some kind.
They don't have to have any ill effects either. They might both just like, hey, we want to do our job. You stole us and
It's
we
true.
want to do our job.
I think there is an aspect... Your idea, I feel like, is very fun. If
the
there is...
eensy-weensy ghost curse?
If there is an extra eensy-weensy ghost curse added to these swords that are tormenting poor old Dr. Sunshine.
Yeah, poor old... Fifi.
Skeevy little Dr.
Fifi.
Sunshine. But do you think that's pretty much it?
I think so. I mean...
They're not lost. They're stolen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Via mind control, locationary...
Especially,
things.
I think it goes really well with the fact that your protagonist was not 100% ready for the job.
Prepared, yes. And Dr. Sunshine sees an easy mark.
Oh, yeah. Well seasoned.
Dr.
Knows
Sunshine.
exactly. Oh, wait. Sunshine? Daytime?
Yeah, right? They get the sun sword and they're like, this is my calling. They specifically throw away the night sword or hide it away.
Yeah, maybe in the desire to have daytime all the time, the sun can't...
Sword.
Well, not the sword, but the sun power is weak because it needs to rest when it's nighttime.
Right.
So night is getting super powerful because they've just been chilling.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe the night sword finds its way back to your protagonist.
Ooh, and then they have a cool sword battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Dr.
Lightsaber
Sunshine
style.
wants only sunshine, but the sun needs to rest in order to be... Because that's 100% how
Yeah.
these things work.
Ooh.
Don't ask questions.
That
the sun needs
feels-
to rest, and it's not dying out, but it's losing its strength.
Yeah, but there is also some sort of transference of power not actual power,
Well,
but
Dr.
perceived.
Sunshine might be stealing it.
I think perceived power, though, where if it's always daytime and your name is Dr. Sunshine and
You've got the
and
sun
you're-
sword.
Exactly, and you're advertising that this is something you have done,
Mm.
suddenly you're God.
Yeah.
So, but the actual power of the daytime energy
waning.
is decreasing. Yeah, I like that.
Cool.
And so I like the
Waning like
idea
the moon.
of the moon as it wanes, gaining this power back and finding its way back to this younger, greenhorn kid, and being able to stop Dr. Sunshine and save the world, essentially.
That sounds good to me.
Sounds really good.
Done and dusted.
It sounds like a...
Thanks, everybody. Another great episode.
Thanks, Connor. Made it real easy for us. No, it sounds like an actual anime
Yeah.
sort of process
It's weird
that
how
has happened before.
we attempt to make anime, and this one actually sounds kind of anime.
And we've watched just enough that we can copy the main tropes from certain things.
What else do we do here?
But I think we definitely have not watched a lot of shonen fight anime. We don't gravitate towards it.
Yeah.
Because even when we try to watch, I don't know, My Hero Academia or something.
It's not my favorite.
Well, there is always something about it that ends up going too far in one direction, boringness in something where you're like, why are you focusing on this character? Why are you focusing on this
And
arc
I
or
think
whatever?
you can tell by the ideas I come up with. Slice of life is really what I gravitate toward.
And I like slice of life.
And I'm
whereas
like slice of
swords-
cake.
Where swords are involved.
Cake cutting.
But see, that's the thing, Demon Slayer. Mm-hmm. I think season 1 of Demon Slayer was really, really strong. And that's just full on, monster of the week, fight the monsters, become stronger, whatever. But there was something about it that was his motivation felt more genuine than just I'm going to fight to be the strongest. It was I'm going to fight demons because my family was massacred. And my sister is still alive and I can save her. That core of that, I dove into that.
Yes.
Feet first.
And that's the little
then
feet
also
diving sound.
My arms.
Feet first and arms first.
At the same angle.
What an
I bent
interesting
over.
triangle you made.
Yes. But yeah, so it's when I gravitate towards that, I do like the extra layer of... and maybe Dragon Ball does have some merit to fighting to become stronger, to fight, to,
Nice little loop there.
I don't really know because I haven't watched it, but it doesn't sound like something that I would be interested in.
I haven't seen it either.
Hit me up if you want me to watch Dragon Ball because it has deep lore.
Is that what you look for?
No. But this one...
This
deep
one
lore.
could have some deep lore.
I think so. And I always like when we take a little celestial turn. And as soon
fun.
as you add something of that scale, it can become really cool. I feel
Epic.
very, very cool, very fast.
Yeah.
Easily. It's very easy to just be Sun, Moon, War.
Cool.
And you're like, oh, cool.
I'm in.
It could be an ancient tale or a modern mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for mine was definitely feeling like that vaudeville kind of traveling.
I think there is
performance.
an older vibe to it. It could be some sort of not turn of the century, but something older feeling, not completely modern.
Yeah, there aren't cell phones. We'll put it that way.
That's always a good...
The sword is not
tip.
boop, boop, boop. Yo, come pick me up, please.
That's what it does. It crawls in the apartment. It knocks a phone off of a desk and then goes...
Stabs the buttons.
Boop, boop. Breaks the phone in the process, but also...
Makes the call. With its little glow stick arms.
It puts on a little...
oh dear,
glove.
it's getting involved.
It puts on a little glove so that it can touch.
Oh my gosh.
Otherwise, it's just metal. It doesn't activate the touch screen.
You're right.
Yeah.
Maybe it could use its handle.
Just kidding. None of that. There's no cell phones.
See, we went too
It
far.
somehow does, it hovers. It becomes so powerful it can
Well, it is.
Yeah.
It's full of that nighttime goodness.
Lunar
It's so
energy.
well rested.
Yeah.
That it's just flying around.
Yeah. I like that.
You could even say it's sailing from the power of the moon. Okay, I'll stop. But I'm happy with what we've got.
Yeah. you made it easy. As soon as I knew
I'm
your
really
idea, I was
surprised.
like, hey, look.
Because I didn't see it.
You've got a guy.
You're the one who found this one.
Yeah.
You found the thread, common thread?
The connecting
Yeah.
thing. And I feel like we didn't lose anything from really either of ours, which
No,
is uncommon.
seriously.
I think yours is definitely here, and mine is also definitely here.
Yeah.
Just the lost became stolen.
The found.
Yeah, became found by evil person
Yeah.
who wants for power, gets
And
it,
not a ghost.
doesn't know. I think that's the
Like,
thing is they do not know they're
scared.
losing their actual powers because
Who
they're Dr. Sunshine.
Oh, okay.
Their perceived power and
Yes.
clout essentially.
Yeah.
Because it is
Turn of the century clout.
fully daytime all the time. Like, who would not be like, oh, bow down to day man?
Yeah, because it's like, I brought it. I'm carrying it around. Maybe it can even transform into like a cane. So Dr.
Oh, yeah.
Sunshine's walking around with a cane.
With a cool sun cane, or has it on their
and
belt
like,
or something.
I've made this happen, flinging it around in the air. I'm keeping it daytime.
Yeah, and it definitely has like cool flourish animation where like they flourish the cane and it makes like sparks or
Yeah.
solar flare type things.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Because it is an immensely powerful celestial object that does
the wrong
maintain
hands.
balance of day and night. Yes.
I think that's cool.
I also think that's cool. You think at the end,
During the battle?
no, at the very end, the battle
After
is
the battle.
won. The person who was unprepared is now ready to continue this tradition and is like, we must vow to never have this happen again. I will give the sun sword I will keep the sun sword, and I don't know, maybe they split the power so that it's not
Okay.
one person's.
I had a terrible idea, so maybe I'll wait for you to finish yours.
That's pretty much it. It's not
Going-
one person's responsibility.
Going back to the vaudeville, they swallow the swords, and then they themselves are the power.
Oh,
It's terrible.
scimitar would be kind of hard.
Yeah.
Go way down there.
Ugh. Okay. Stop. No. He's doing a hand motion. Get it out of there. Pull it back out. Ah! I don't know if I wanted that.
You asked for it.
I didn't know what I was
Fine.
asking for. Clang, clang, clang. No,
You pick it up in turns.
I think either it becomes like such a growing experience that they now can wield both
Yeah.
swords correctly.
Yeah.
We could get into like it's a family thing, it's passed down. Maybe the person that was supposed to teach the kid
Yeah.
died too soon, and so
Yeah.
they didn't have that like apprentice time or something.
I like that. So that's it. They get their like knowledge of the swords and how important it is
Through,
from
like, a
like
will?
third party.
Oh, okay.
And then because the person who was actually supposed to like apprenticeship them is no longer around, they get like somebody else to do it who isn't like, they're sort of like removed from the process, or the sort of reluctant teacher character. I think we've added now to this. And then at the end of it, they have like a little sibling or somebody who.
It's not Dr. Sunshine, the reluctant teacher.
No.
Okay, just
I
checking.
don't think so.
I don't think that would work.
No. I think Dr. Sunshine is just the full Skeevo.
I popped it in, gotta pop it back out.
Skeevo man. Skeevo doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they.
Purely a con artist.
Yes.
Cool.
And they do this through the reluctant teacher, and then they've learned and they are stronger for it, and then at the end, they're ready to apprentice, get their own apprentice so that they can teach it to somebody so that it doesn't happen again.
Yeah. Maybe that's what they learn is like, I
has to
need
be-
a couple people.
Yeah, it has to be
I need
taught
some understudies
earlier than they were thrust into the role.
and have like 3 people to keep it alive just in case,
Yeah.
kind of a thing. Like how they do with the recipe for certain things like Kentucky Fried Chicken or Coca-Cola.
Yes.
Where it's like
if you die
not all 3
in
people
a
can
car
be like
crash,
in the same plane at the same
Yeah.
time and all that.
Yeah.
Like that, but a little less chill because it's not in planes.
Yes.
Yeah. But have a group of people that have the
A boat.
knowledge.
No boat travel together.
No boat travel together. Seems reasonable.
Yeah. Planes, trains,
Boats.
boats.
That's how it goes.
None of y'all.
But no, I'm happy with this. Are you?
I am.
ready
I think we're
for
at title time, right?
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna throw out. You're feeling very sleepy.
Nope.
That's the hypnotism
It's
part.
fine.
But it's kind of funny because
I
the
am
sleep
very
bit,
sleepy because it's daytime.
That's a personal
As soon as
problem.
the sun rises, I'm sleepy.
Terrible, terrible thing.
I wake up, I go, oh, I could get some more of that.
Yeah, I do hear that. What words do you want to base all this off of?
Let's do,
Like trickster, kind of?
yeah, like a con artist word and a celestial word.
Let's start there.
Oh, all right. You want to do a con artist word first or a celestial word first?
I'll start with the con artist.
I'll do a celestial word. 3, 2, 1. Dawn.
Bait and switch.
Yeah, that is con artist word.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Switcheroo. Duped.
Comet.
Comet.
I was trying to think of like star and switch, like a celestial, but I could
I
not
did
make
just
it
write
work.
stars.
Stars. I like your words, but I did come up with a full title.
Dawn and Dusk. There's something there.
Definitely.
And I did have a full title as well.
Oh, let's hear yours.
Okay, I'll share mine first. The Lost Swords of Days.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
I went in a different direction.
Now let's hear it.
With Dr. Sunshine's Never-Ending Daytime Review.
I understand. He
'Cause
starts a
he's-
TV show.
Well, there is no TV, but
He
it's
starts a worldwide thought broadcast of sun
it's
energy.
just he's always on.
Yeah,
And I don't know if review is the right word I wanted, but
I understand.
his daytime. I don't know.
I get it.
I leaned into the vaudevillian sort of,
Yes,
and you went more celestial.
I did.
I went more con artist.
You did, and I went more celestial.
Wow.
Look at us. Hannah, how do we combine?
Which title do you like? We've never had this happen where we both had titles, have we?
That are like pretty decent.
Yeah.
I think I want to keep Dr. Sunshine out of the title, mainly
Okay.
because I don't know if that is the official name of the character
Well, I
that
mean,
would be translated to the final anime.
I don't think that's a reason to leave a character's name out, but okay.
I just think, what if it ends up being Sunshine Doctor?
Those are some choices.
Just saying.
I liked your Dusk and Dawn.
Dusk and Dawn.
Those should be the names of the swords.
Yes,
And so, it could be Dawn and Dusk or Dusk and Dawn, whichever you want.
sure.
Dusk and Dawn is hard to say for
Dawn
some
and
reason.
Dusk is easier to say, yes.
But what if we did Dawn and Dusk, the Swords of Days, or the Lost Swords of Days?
Sure. Dig it.
Okay.
Awesome.
So it's just your title, but I came
But
up with
you,
it somehow.
but you put it together.
Well, when you hand me some Legos, what can I do?
Click, click, click.
Oh, sorry. When you hand me some Lego bricks.
Yes.
Yeah, Legos.
Lego
not
pieces.
a thing. Lego bricks. You don't plural Legos. That's not a thing.
That's not official. If you work for Lego,
Lego bricks.
you'll get fired.
No.
If you say Legos, you're out.
You're out. No. But I
there
think
goes
that
your lifelong dream.
if you don't like my never-ending review, then I think we should
It's not that I don't like
combine
it.
your two bits.
I think
Your two different ideas.
the only never-ending
You've
thing
gotta
I
make a
know
title.
is
Stories?
Never-ending Story. So
I mean, that's the dream
a
for
never-ending story.
Dr. Sunshine. Never-ending day.
Never-ending story for Dr. Sunshine would be
So.
the ruling of Earth forever.
Which is the plan, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, but they fail and they're bested and
Okay, well, if you feel like yours
Dawn
fits
and
better,
Dusk.
I think it works.
Dawn and Dusk, The Lost Swords of Days. It sounds cool.
Yeah,
Kind of pulpy.
you would know better than me on that one.
Yes. I am the pulp magic man.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like king, and I was going to call you orange juice. But anyhow,
I couldn't think of a word. I was like, curator? No. Who would you be in Dawn and Dusk, The Lost Swords of Days?
I'll be Dawn.
I'll be Dusk.
I mean, if the swords don't talk much.
I wouldn't be Dusk. The Night Sword, I think, gets a monologue at some point.
All right, well then, if you're not a sword, I'm not a sword.
I think the swords end up being larger, characters to the protagonist, antagonist. They're
No, it makes sense.
Mushu-esque.
Reasonable. Then
I would be like a distressed McDonald's worker
Really?
Yeah, like my chef.
What year does
Oh no,
this
you're
take
right.
place?
This isn't McDonald's era.
What is going on? I was thinking more like I went to the show
Yes.
and I got hypnotized, or like someone I went with
My wallet.
got hypnotized.
My sachet of my coin purse.
Oh no.
It was stolen. That's it. Sorry. And there's no McDonald's.
Really took a turn.
But also, I work at the the beef stand.
Gross.
Or the butcher.
That,
I always get put in a butcher shop at some point. And I'm like,
if I'm in the bakery or in the butchery.
How much-
Butchery?
butchery.
that
How
a
much
thing?
green
Green?
green
Leave,
eggs and eggs?
leave this place. It should not be green.
Why is the ham green?
Shouldn't be.
Or are the eggs the only green thing? Is the ham also
I think
green?
it's also.
I
think they're
I
both
haven't
green.
witnessed that book in a while, so I don't know.
I could be very wrong, but in my brain they're both green.
Yes. It doesn't matter.
Ew.
I'm not in a Susian butchery.
Things are getting weirder.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I would go to the show and be amazed, and that's about it.
And I would also be amazed, but also
Maybe on the
fully
way-
grifted.
Way out, I'd be like, "Where's your wallet?
No,
Have you seen my gloves?"
I
Something
can't
like
buy you
that.
any dongo if my wallet
That is
taken.
sad. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Good thing Dr. Sunshine is dead. That's the title of the song.
It's, well,
Yeah.
spoiler for how it ends, I guess.
Spoiler, if you know the song, you're let in on the secret.
Wow.
But okay, that's gonna do it for this episode of Instant Anime.
Just Add Music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Yes.
And one more time, thank you, Connor, for the suggestion.
Thank you, Connor. Anime Roulette. They watch anime. They talk about anime.
We kind of do some of that.
Kind of what we do.
But they probably are.
But at a conceptually... No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, God. I'm out.
Either way, thank you so much for listening. If you want to follow us on our one social media place right now, it's Twitter at Instant Anime Pod, where we post GIFs teasing upcoming episodes. And the pinned tweet will forever be the suggestion form that Connor used
Thank you, Connor.
to suggest this song, Dr. Sunshine is Dead, Willwood and the Tapeworms.
And if you want to do the same, you can check that out, or you can go to our website, instantannie.may, where we no longer have a sidebar.
Top bar.
It's like a top menu
Top
situation.
bar. And if you hit
Do
play...
I call it a top bar?
I don't know. It's definitely a top menu. And if you hit play on the episode on Podbean now, or on our website...
You get like a little visualizer.
There's a little visualizer, but also somewhere on there, it has links to more podcatchers.
Oh, cool.
I saw.
Okay. I missed that part.
Yeah. It's like a little burger menu in the play thing.
So everything's more hidden.
They made it a little more confusing, but the links
the
are all there.
visualizer's still cool. I'll give him that.
The visualizer is very cool, and it functions. It's not goofy.
not for fun.
It's not just
It's
goofy
real.
stuff. It is the actual sound wave,
Which is
in
neat.
Visual form, which I'm like, how do they do it?
Wow. I haven't seen that from the old, like, what was that, Windows Media Player?
Yes,
I feel like that was the last time really saw.
Turn it on, free screensaver, just your music.
Amazing.
Yes.
Those are the good old days. May we be your screensaver. But check out our website for that, or get in that menu, that slightly more hidden menu, and check out our podcatchers,
Yes,
our Spotify playlist, which Jimmy teased a little bit at the beginning.
I did.
If you want to follow up with that at
There's
all.
two. There's one that is just the songs that are available on Spotify. You can stream the song. Dr. Sunshine is Dead, currently on Spotify.
By Will Wood and the Tapeworms.
That one is up there. The second playlist is a little bit more complex, a little bit longer. It has the song and then is followed by the episode.
The corresponding episode.
So if you want to, you click a song, and then
it
if you're not
autoplays.
on shuffle,
Don't do that. That'd
or-
be bad.
or the sort of like repeat one song, then it should
Play in
technically
order.
transition to the corresponding episode.
So you could listen to Day One by Red Velvet at the very top.
Very top, very
and listen
first.
to Baker's Kiss.
Baker's Kiss.
Wow, I'm really proud of myself. I can't remember anything else.
It's
but
funny because I don't recommend that episode because
No.
we have audio problems.
Yeah.
I think possibly for the first two,
possibly.
at least the first episode, we
Yeah.
were trying some funky stuff. And
Didn't
it
work.
Just, it feels like a lot of podcasts.
But
They upgrade their
you
equipment.
can go in order basically.
Yes.
It's pretty neat.
If the song isn't hitting, skip it. Skip the episode. Go to the next one.
Yeah.
Oh,
But that's
never
in
skip the
there.
episode though. Always listen.
Yeah, and give us 5 stars. And but yeah, we've got that on the website, and
so much fun stuff on there.
It's moved around a little, but it's still there.
Unfortunately, because we have so many
I
episodes
loved saying sidebar.
where you mentioned the sidebar.
And I can't say sidebar.
It made me want to purchase a sidebar where I could just sort of...
Drink next to you?
I could just sort of have something and grab a drink.
Yes.
A
You wanted a
snifter.
sidecar for your sidebar?
Yes.
It's very
If it
understandable.
was on wheels especially. There is a robot that
Here.
will like bring you a can or something.
Don't need it.
Does it have a thing in it? I don't know what it,
Don't
like
need
a
it.
sort of hinged door situation, or does it have a platter in it?
When you said the hinge door, I immediately pictured pneumatic tubes.
Yes, it shoots it up at you.
What you
It has a cannon where it shoots.
would
a
not
can.
recommend.
It's a cannon.
Cannon.
Yes, but no, none of that is present. Just Dawn and Dusk, The Lost Swords of Days, and all the rest of our episodes on our website. So yeah, thank you, Connor, once again. Thank you, anyone, for listening. And that'll do it for this week. Sarah was jokingly saying, give us a 5-star rating, and I will now not jokingly say, hey, if you do have the time, leave a review on your podcatcher where you're listening. It doesn't have to be 5 stars. It can be a truthful rating if you...
If that's not how you feel.
If you really hated this episode, you know what to do. Or 5 stars means you hated the episode. Wink, and loved it. But that'll do it. Thanks
that
again.
feels a little dishonesty Dr. Sunshiny to
Little
me.
Dr. Sunshiny up here. A little con artist word.
Be
for
careful with that.
The theme of this week's episode
Is lying.
dishonesty. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.